Hello you guys, my name is Crystal and thank you all for tuning into Chris Codes. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button because you know you want to and it's free. Notification bell so you be notified whenever I drop new content. Comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the video. Let's go. All right, let's get into the video, you guys. Sorry it's been a minute. I did miss my Friday, but you know, it's Thanksgiving. We were doing a lot of cooking. And it's been busy to say the least. But I'm back and we're gonna get right into it. So today we're gonna be talking about self-control. Now, self-control is something that I feel like is a blessing for those of you that have it, and for those of you that don't, you need to be looking for it.
We gonna find you. I'm letting you know now.
For it, okay? When it comes to self-control, you can utilize self-control in any aspect of your life, whether it's work, your personal life, business, relationships, every aspect, health. Every aspect of your life, you can utilize self-control. And I feel like nowadays it's so lax. People are like, you need to express yourself.
I am passenger. Arrest me. I'll show you who I am. You mind your language. Why you send me over there?
You need to do what you feel. And in the stages, in the days of reality TV, people feel like if I feel like cussing you out, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you didn't say excuse me. You don't know who the you're dealing with. You didn't say a thing because I was standing. Listen, you will have a short life. You don't know who I am. Don't be a tough guy.
I wasn't trying to be a tough guy.
Don't listen. This is my old lady. You respect her because then you're.
I apologize to both of you.
You apologize now because I come after you and get in your face. You didn't say excuse me. I was standing right there. You walked right by. You rammed the cart. Listen, just shut the up before I shut you up.
You know what I mean? If I want to eat the entire house, then that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? If I want to quit my job today just because my boss said something to me that I didn't like, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Cake in the conference room.
Show them you're ready to be your own boss. That's the beauty of your smile.
So I'm saying, literally, in every stage and in every aspect of your life, self-control can be utilized. I say this from experience. In my personal life, I have had not a ton of jobs, but a select few of jobs. But this will tell you, from my first job, I had my first job for years, almost a decade. I was with the same company. And after that, I've had 3, 4, maybe 5 jobs since then. And that just shows you, like, kind of a change in my mindset, and I'm using that as an example, and I'll get to why I'm bringing this up. For the longest, I had the same job. I was seeing it as security. I was seeing it as the money's decent, and why go somewhere else when I'm comfortable here? You know what I mean? And even though it might be some things that I wasn't fond of, I stayed there because I felt I had control over the situation. I had enough tenure there where I felt comfortable and all that. But the moment something changed at that job that I wasn't fond of, I was out.
I gotta go.
Immediately. And I have no regret. But I want to use my story in this topic for Monday. Just because it's things that we might encounter that may not be great for us, or we might not be too fond of it, doesn't mean that we need to run at the drop of a dime. Just because it may be someone speaking to you in a way that you deem disrespectful doesn't mean we have to say whatever, do whatever, just because we can. Would I go back to that job? No, I wouldn't. It's a learning lesson in that situation. Things may not go your way, but it's how you accept it, learn from it, and grow from it. And that's what we're talking about today. Think about a time when you were in a situation where if you just closed your mouth, things would have gone so much smoother. Think about a situation where if you had just took the time, calmed down, and thought it through, you wouldn't be in a difficult predicament. Self-control is so much more than important than people make it out to be. People think acting wild and doing whatever you want to do is living life and not letting anyone control you, but self-control just shows how mature and how wise you are, for the fact that you can take whatever's thrown at you and use it to your advantage. And to me, that just shows how intelligent you are. You're always going to have moments when you feel disrespected, or when you feel like someone is taking advantage of you or talking down to you. We all have those moments, but your character is displayed in these moments, and you grow and advance in life in these moments. And you kind of met at a crossroad when you're put in these type of situations. It's like, do I make a left and cuss this person out or go off on this person, or do I make a right and take it with a grain of salt? Let them say their piece. Say, I understand that you feel that way. I'm sorry that you feel that way. And let's just agree to disagree. And you sleep well at night while this person made a fool out of themselves. You got to make a choice in so many different aspects of your life. So let's go on to health. Health is huge. Let's talk about that. We have shows like My 600 Pound Life and all the Food Networks. I used to watch my Food Network literally all the time, watching them make recipes that I'm probably never gonna make. You know what I mean? And when I say food is huge in self-control, like, I'll use fasting for an example. If you've never been on a fast before, you don't really understand discipline in an area of giving something up, in an area of sacrifice. When you fast, you like realize it kind of like opens up your mind to think to other things, because I don't know why, but food kind of clouds you. And when you fast, you're grateful for so much, and you'd be shocked at the amount of energy you have. It's just kind of like a whole new world. And when I say sacrifice and discipline, because you're sacrificing something that you love. I don't know too many people that don't love to eat. You know what I mean? I am definitely one of those people. And when you fast, you sacrifice something that you love. You're giving up something that you love. And that right there is self-control. That's a form of self-control, and that's a form of discipline. And at the end of the fast, a lot of times you get gifted in emotionally, physically, and mentally. And you'll look at yourself and you're like, oh, I lost a few pounds. I'm glowing a little bit. You know, you'd be shocked. And if you're religious, you already know the backing behind that. So it's so many benefits to it, but we find it so difficult to do. Like, even for me now, yikes. It's something that's necessary. And if you do decide to do it, of course, I would do it for the right reasons. But once you do it, you'll see your mind kind of shifts and you start being grateful for more things, and you have more control over other aspects of your life because you have disciplined yourself. You have to be, it's a mindset. And people that have fasted will tell you the first day is somewhat difficult, but when you get to that second day and that third day, it's not a breeze, but it's a whole lot easier because it's mental. You tell yourself you can do it. You tell yourself, I'm not eating, and then you do it. It's mental. And that leads me into my next topic. So with my next topic, when I say it's mental, I feel like that I want to touch on two things from what I just spoke on. I want to talk on relationships and finances. Having self-control in relationships and in finances. And I feel like it's a mind thing too. In relationships, we'll speak on first. In relationships, a lot of people have spoken on red flags and dating a narcissistic person or a person with narcissistic traits and things like that. And those type of people are somewhat manipulative. And to me, you're letting someone else control you. You're letting someone else control the way you think, the way you view things, the way you operate in life, and the way you view yourself. And a lot of times you think you're in love with someone, so you're willing to let them kind of take any ounce of reality that you have. But what you really don't realize is you relinquish all control over your life, over you as a person. And in a relationship, you should have control over the decisions you make and how you want to live your life. Now, when you get married, that's another discussion. You have to have a conversation with your spouse and you two become one. But when you're dating, that's a whole nother story. And I feel like a lot of women, some men, but more so women, let whoever they're dating run their lives, and you lose a sense of control because you're no longer focused on what you have going on and your life and your goals. You're focused on them and how your life is going to be with them versus just how your life should be in general. Next thing you know, you've lost all sense of control over everything, your finances, because things start to dwindle when you get into a bad relationship. Your finances is, if it's bad, a lot of times, majority of the time, your finances, your achievements or goals in general, you know what I'm saying? Depending on your weight, you may go up or down. I know if I'm in a bad relationship, my weight goes down oddly, but it does. I'm not like an emotional eater. Typically when I'm happy is when I gain weight, you know, but when I'm in a bad relationship, I lose weight. And that's why I say it's just like, it's crazy and it's spiritual and it's emotional. And when you don't have control over your mind and your actions, it starts to get a bit scary. Oh, this is Editing Crystal, by the way. So I also wanted to discuss, since I was touching on relationships, I did want to talk about sexual self-control. Now, I spoke on how we're having people control our lives in relationships just because we don't have that type of self-control or that discipline. But I feel like one of the major points of having self-control in relationships is sexual. Are we gonna just be popping out kids that we can't afford? Are we gonna be having meaningless intercourse with individuals that we don't see a future with? Porn, things of that nature, stuff that sucks the energy out of you. What you don't realize, it's not casual. People think sex is casual and it's not. that stuff has impacts on you as a person, your name, okay? And a lot of time, a lot of people don't realize how important your name is, your reputation. And yeah, we all fall short, but are you continuing to fall short? You know what I mean? Are we not putting forth an effort to do better? And if you're constantly laying down and opening your legs, or vice versa, men, that just shows how much you value yourself. So let's not just put it all on the woman, you know, because people love to do that. Because, you know, it's that double standard there. But no, we both sides need to show self-control. So that way we're not having these broken homes and these baby moms and baby dads just because y'all don't know how to control your urges. Trust me, it's possible. You don't have to be bouncing from person to person, making all these soul ties all around town. It's sad. And not only are you hurting yourself, you're hurting each other, and you're hurting the future children you're bringing into this world that have you as an example. Be an example for those kids. So now let me continue with the video. So I want to go into finances as well. I know you'll watch social media and people on social media and think, oh, I want to live this life. I want to buy the things that they buy. I want to have the things that they have. But are you sure? Me personally, I love jewelry. I love jewelry. I love clothing, all that. But I love being financially stable more. You know what I'm saying? I love being able to afford any problem that may arise. If I have car issues, if something's going on and I need however much money, I like being able to have that. I like what we call a safety net. So if I don't have control over my finances, I don't feel secure. I don't know about you all, but I just don't. So with that being said, a lot of the times people are striving to reach what other individuals deem as successful. But what are you trying to prove? I ask you this like time and time again. It's like, what are you trying to prove? Now, I understand treating yourself or buying something here and there that you deem valuable, or you've worked really hard, so you want a nice gift for yourself and stuff like that. I understand that. But let's be wise. Even that when they're talking about YK Cyrus or Osiris, something like that. He's either a rapper or a singer. I don't know. But he was on social media, and they were talking about how he spent $325,000 on some earrings.
Same earrings at Claire's for $10. Now, YK Osiris did this video right here about it.
Understand this, please let me understand this. Can people tell y'all how to treat your kids and tell you how to take care of your kids? Can people tell you how to pay your bills on time and all that good stuff? So how can you tell them, baby? You don't tell no person how to spend their money.
And social media was clowning him. And he said, it's so funny how social media is so backwards. And he's right, because you all will talk about how this rapper's spending this and dropping that, but he shows you that he spent this on this, and you're talking about him. It's like, pick a side. Are we being financially intelligent and having self-control when we're out shopping and carrying on? Or are we just worshiping these people that are living these lavish lives and striving to be like them? Doesn't make any sense to me. It's just like he said, you so flip-floppy, and that's true. If you want to spend $325,000 on some earrings, okay, whatever, because you weren't saying that when your favorite rapper was dropping that at a strip club. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think you get the picture. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm gonna finish my look and I will be back with the final thought and the final look. All right, you guys, so I'm back with the final look. Not too shabby. What you think? What you think? Let me know in the comments. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the final thought. I hope you all enjoyed the look. All right, you guys, so I'm back with the final thought. I just want to say that I want to talk about self-control because it's so important in all of our lives. And if you don't have self-control over you, if you don't have self-control over you and your entire life for that matter, then anyone can take advantage and take control of your life. And why are we letting people have that much power over us? So with that being said, if you feel like this is an area that you're lacking in, do some self-reflection. Figure out what it is that makes you tick and learn how to control that to where you can make it work in your favor. That might be easier said than done, but in the long run, thank me later. So if you made it this far, go ahead and hit that like button because you know you want to, and it's free. Notification bell so you be notified whenever I drop new content. Comment, subscribe, and yeah, see you all for the next video. Bye.